Welcome to Houston, Texas, and the house Bill Yeoman and Andre Ware built, home to the Houston Cougars, where the fans are ready for a liftoff. What a game we have in store for you today. A Big 12 showdown, and the implications could last for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the West Virginia Mountaineers taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Houston ready to put it deep and get this game going. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So West Virginia's offense will get the ball first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Caught behind the line. It's Hamilton. There he goes. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now they'll run the draw. Gets it past the marker. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Just a great job by the quarterback, the running back, the offensive line. Sneaky little devils. What do? Make it look like pass, sneak in the run, catch you off guard. Great play call by the offense.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make a stop.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. He breaks the tackle. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, you're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, 4th down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And the Mountaineers can really attack on this 2nd and short. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they love to convert this 3rd and short. Makes the catch. It's Hamilton. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. Guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The Mountaineers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on 2nd and goal. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, West Virginia.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for blockers. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Houston's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns.
Turning it on! Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Gives it on the option. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Houston will be forced to punt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see what he can do with it.
Holding, receiving team.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. They'll go to the ground. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Got the 1st down and more. Still running at the 40. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. And the Mountaineers just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Leaves it with the back. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. It's Vance. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Vaughn. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Mountaineers. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
West Virginia, 14. Houston, 0.
And here's the return. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Finds his way ahead for 6 and a little breathing room to the 17. The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back to pass. Grab near the marker is Thomas. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and West Virginia has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Dropping back, it's Bauer Nicolosi. Finds his man in the middle. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. He breaks into the open. And how about that run? A huge gain and a slide at the end. And the Cougars are rolling down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. He'll keep it on the sneak. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The Cougars, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He's looking to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you got to bow up. Nice job on 1st down stopping him. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They'll run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Houston. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now, oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Got it behind the line. It's Martin. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
Caught in the backfield, it's Hamilton. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
It'll be 3rd and long. looking for a man. It's Vance. Throws to the tight end. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Thurman. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off the play fake. Heel off one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. And the Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Slithers into space. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
The quick out. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Houston sends the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Back to throw, it's Vance. Working that left side now. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Sometimes you're just living right. You put the ball in jeopardy in the middle of traffic, and he makes the grab off the deflection.
No, Reese, that's exactly what you're supposed to do. Throw over the middle of the field and zone when all the eyeballs are looking right at you, towards a defender. Not the best offense.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Vaughn. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
My old coach said, you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's a heat. Catch in the middle, it's Gallagher. Gets away from one, finds room. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mountaineers!
West Virginia.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas, try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Back to throw, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Fires to the right. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They're looking to throw on second and short. Grabbed over the middle. It's Black. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Wants to throw on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Wants to go up top. Boom. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll try to get the first through the air. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Listen, end of the first half, that's exactly what you want to do. You don't care about the incompletion. You're chucking that thing up, trying to make a big play, trying to get the Hail Mary.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Firing deep. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've had ourselves a really entertaining first half. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
The Mountaineers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Sanford. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. He's going to throw deep right side. It's caught. And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Sanford.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Oh, they're after him. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one. A 47-yarder from the right hash. Absolutely perfect. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Nebraska is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Lincoln. One of the most special places to watch a game in all of college football. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Washington. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The run from the shotgun. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. And those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Mountaineers send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this with David kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make it.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. The Cougars are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Ocean from the wideout. Looking for a man. It's Bauer Nicolosi. Got his man to the left. Lots of green grass as he gets into the 31. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. This Houston offense about to snap it on 1st down again. The inside handoff. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. 1st and goal, and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to pass their way in. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And this is an area of the field, man, who can be more physical. And you know I'm going to run the football a lot of times on these goal-to-go situations. 1st and goal, can I be physical? Can I get closer? The defense won that physical battle. Interested to see now if the offense thinks they can still run, or do they go to the passing end?
They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the 2nd half to throw any completions.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's loose at the 15. All by himself down the middle. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, West Virginia. He got a step and just dusted the field. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
I mean, let's go. That's a day's worth of yards right there on one carry. The home run hitter takes the snap, gets the football. He does the rest, shows off the speed, taking it 90-plus yards to the house.
And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead.
West Virginia, 28. Houston, 10.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. To the air, it's Fowler Nicolosi. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Grabbed behind the line, it's Thomas. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions, really need to cash in on this drive. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Houston will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, keep it, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
The give on the counter. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. The Mountaineers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Caught in the backfield, it's Vaughn. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains, it's at the 37. On first down, here comes this offense. And off from the shotgun. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Second down coming up. Let's go. Dropping back, it's Vance. Got a man, it's Moss. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've reached the end of the period. It's West Virginia on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. It's picked off, and that's number 10. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Tight end now in motion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Thomas. There he goes. They get him out of bounds and maybe save a score. He gets it to the 49-yard line. After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. Bringing the heat. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
Got it in the middle. It's Broussard. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Scanning the field, it's Fowler Nicolosi. He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes the grab on the big throw. Stops at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. The Cougars started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Trying to bull his way in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They'll come to the line just trying to keep their hope alive on 3rd and goal. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Houston! Hello! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
And Reese, this is the part of the field where the tight ends become such a big part, right? The big size. I'm going to isolate these guys, find a way to get good matchups. You can tell they did it there, and the result, 6 points.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Got enough for the 1st. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left, but man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Vance. Got the quick pass. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Picked up some yardage on that completion, but still a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the move. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mountaineers. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The Houston offense comes onto the field. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. Houston going up tempo.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up. You got to communicate.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Off play action. Got his man. A quick tackle made, but he's got pretty for the first down. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Fowler Nicolosi. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Just keep slinging it. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. 3rd down play from the gun. Snagged in the middle, it's Harris. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Sanford. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Houston has it with a 1st and goal. To the air on first down. Looking for the goal line. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Now it's 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Big fella moving. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on 3rd and goal. Looking to the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Pass to 50. Pass to 30. Inside the touchdown, Mountaineers. The defense takes matters into its own hands. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
And there's something you don't see often, a 100-yard interception return for a touchdown. As a quarterback, you know those windows are really small to throw into. And if you don't throw it on time, it's going to get, at minimum, tipped, maybe picked. That's the worst possible scenario for a quarterback. What a play by the defense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to pass, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Grabbed in the middle, it's Harris. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it at the 29. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He wants a big play here late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Pulls it in, it's Thurman. That will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better, they go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know